Hey guys, welcome to Next on Mining India, and this is a very informative video which we're trying to bring to you. So there are many people who are always asking us, how hosting works, and is it safe to pay someone in some different country to run your miners, and ये पूरा process कैसे काम करता है, what is the process, how can you host your miners in different country, and what to look out for. There are many scams in this hosting business. I'm being very frank with you. There are many scams in any business, literally, and hosting is their new target. So you have to be very careful who you choose as your hosting partner. So here we have Konstantin, who is from Stellar Hosting Services, right? So welcome to our channel, Konstantin.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So can you
tell? To have me here.
Hey, you're welcome. And can you tell our audience about your company, Stellar, which provides hosting for miners, and how big is it right now, and what are your future plans? And if someone wants to invest into your company for hosting their miners, what is the process in a very short way? So someone should not get scared of hosting.
Absolutely.
So what do you, please go ahead.
Yeah, as you mentioned, there's a lot of scamming happening in crypto and in any business as usual. So it's important to have reliable partners. It's not only the question of legality, but it's also a question of trust.
Yes.
And especially, you mentioned the right thing, sending your machines, your hard-earned money, technically speaking, to another country can be quite scary. So it's important to know the ins and outs of whoever you're working with and whoever you're dealing with. From our side, we always offer full transparency to our clients. They know how the pricing is created, how it originates. We have our electricity countdowns that demonstrate each client can see in real time how much their machines consume, how much they owe.
Where do they see all this? In their web GUI, or where do they see
Yes, absolutely. There's a system created. There's also a customer support agent that always communicates. We have a chat created.
So they can call someone if they have a call.
They can call someone. Wow. We have a Telegram group created for each client additionally, which includes certain members of the technical team, a client support manager, and a manager who's standing a little bit above to control the situation.
So the customer can always reach out to you guys. It's not like he has to just email.
No, absolutely.
Rely on email.
He can reach out in real time. They get replies in real time, 24/7 around the clock.
24/7.
Yes. And if anything, let's say, for example, there is some construction work happening related to electricity, our customer manager will warn the client in advance so that they know that this is going to happen, so nothing comes as a surprise. We want full transparency and information happening between us and our clients. For us, it's important in terms of reputation, but it's also important for our clients to have a successful running mining business.
So if you can just tell everyone, for example, I'm a guy sitting in India and I want to, let's say, host 10 miners at your facility. What is the process, like step by step? Like, does he call you, or does he go on your website and then he books and then he pays, and then in how many days it's online? And when you say, okay, how does the payment plan work? Do you just say like, okay, it's 7 or 8 cents a unit, which is all inclusive? So when you say all inclusive, what kind of facilities you guys are providing, or any hosting facility, what is it supposed to provide? So if you can just guide our audience with that process of hosting.
Absolutely. So let's say you come to us, let's say you found our website, or maybe you visited our stand at
you can actually show you can actually show around the stand as well.
And you want to mine with us, and you want to host with us. What you do is, for example, you fill out the form, or you choose any method of contact that works for you. It can be reaching out to any of our client managers, for example, scan the QR code, get dropped to Telegram. There's an email address and a phone number as well.
So they can scan this. Maybe you can just show in the camera, so you can check out their
private information, of course.
So once you scan this, you can go to the website and you'll have more information.
We have a QR code available here and on the wall as well.
Oh, they have a bigger one as well.
And it's illuminated. You can fill out the information. Our team will get in touch with you. We will find out the best offer for you. First, we need to know the client. We need to understand.
So there are different offers for different variety of clients.
It depends how many miners you want to put. It depends what models.
What is the minimum number of miners you guys will allow?
We can work with 10. We can work with 10.
10 is a number that sounds
fine. Because we want to reduce the headache for the client and for our team. We want everything to run smoothly. So from that point, you get reached out by the client managing team.
Once they place the contact, once they fill in the contact form.
Once they reach out to us in any way or form.
So first step is you have to reach out to them, fill their contact form, or contact them with email or anything. Then they will contact you with their plans based on number of
the first thing we will do is we want to understand the client. We want to understand their needs.
Yeah.
We want to know, do they do this seriously, or is
Okay.
that an amateur thing for them? Is that a hobby?
Yeah.
Is that a source of income? Is that passive income? How do they go about it? So that's the first thing we can do to create a dedicated plan for our customers, for our future customers. And the next step from that would be, after we get down the negotiation process with terms and
We can
conditions.
negotiate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyone watching from India, so I think every Indian likes negotiating.
Absolutely.
So I think this is the best place to negotiate for your hosting. And okay, so once we are done with the
Yeah.
negotiating, hardcore negotiating, you giving us the best price.
Yes.
And then what is the next step?
Yes, the next step would be, we provide you with a template contract where you'll be able to see all these terms that we have talked about and agreed upon, written out within the contract.
Yeah. For your safety and theirs.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
paperwork is always necessary, guys. Don't fall for verbal agreements, because those things can always change, right? So always have paperwork ready.
Check the validity of the company as well. We have everything, all the information about us is available within the registering mechanisms within Russia and within Dubai, for example. So it's very transparent. Our reputation is important to us, as it should be to any proper and dignified business owner. You get the information, you look at the contract. If everything works well, we can proceed to signing, and then it depends on your desires. Let's say you have miners maybe already in Russia, or you have miners somewhere abroad. Our logistical partner can arrange their delivery, so we can come pick them up from any location that you have
and get it to their location.
Get them to our facility, install them. We install free of charge. You would only have to pay for the transfer to the logistical company. We do not charge any margin for that either. And then your machines will go online, depending if they're in good condition. If everything goes well, they will be able to go online straight away.
Wow, so roughly it could be same day online or next day online?
Depends on the amount of machines.
10 machines, let's say 10 machines.
Same day.
Same day?
We can install around 1,000 machines a day.
1,000 machines a day. So okay, so that is pretty big, yeah. But from a point of view of a normal miner or hobby miner, I think if you can install the same day or the next day, that gives him more assurance, because once he has paid you, every time, every hour counts, because he's always worrying till it's online. Okay, is it gonna come online, or am I being scammed?
He doesn't have to be nervous. They will be online. They will start mining to their wallet of choice. We do have recommendations regarding the pool, but at the same time, it's obviously up to the client to choose what they want to go with.
Definitely. And guys, you get what you pay for. So although this may sound very lucrative, but this is a very sketchy industry, I would say, because you are giving your miners, your hard-earned money in the form of a miner to someone else to run for you. And who knows, tomorrow anything can happen to the facility or to the guy who took your miners to host them. So always choose the right partner. You get what you pay for. People will offer you very cheap prices, and sometimes maybe that's not the case. That is just to make it more lucrative to invite.
I just want to add to that. Don't do your research. Do not fall for cheap prices. It's not as good as it seems. If you think it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
Exactly.
Because certain things, there's a market price, and the market reacts to that.
Did you have any experience with this kind of thing yourself? Because if a normal person can have that experience,
absolutely.
If you can have it, anyone can have it.
It's important, especially if you haven't worked with another country. It's important to enter the market in full confidence, and preferably having a reliable partner.
Exactly.
If you are just entering and you haven't met these people personally, it can be a problem. And so, especially if you get a kind of seduced by a lower price, it's important to do your due diligence. It's important to do the background check. So in our case, our price is market price, but what we offer most important is reliability, professionalism,
24-hour support.
Absolutely. That's one of the most important things. Like for example, our clients that are also present here, they're from Germany, and it was their first experience.
So they started hosting with you, or they were somewhere else?
They started hosting. They were looking for partners to host with in Russia. And that search wasn't easy, because it was hard to find reliable partners they would be able to trust. And after trials and tribulations, they've reached out to us because we met.
Maybe you can just call them so we can have their first-hand feedback.
So please invite you into the picture.
And just to let you know, guys, this is not a manipulated feedback. So let's have a honest feedback. How was it working with Stellar? Was it a very smooth process working with them? And were your miners safe? And did you ever feel like, okay, maybe something is not right, or did you get what you pay for?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was an awesome experience working together with Konstantin. Also, I really need to highlight the amount of detail they put into. Also, after we covered the miners, they did a lot of maintenance on the miners because they were covered in dust and dirt.
Do you get that report regularly and everything?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the operational side is what happened later, obviously. But also in the beginning, even before the machines went online, they took care very well of the machines because, as I said, they were covered so much in dirt and dust. So it was very awesome to see.
Okay. So, and now, does it give you more confidence to expand and do it, or do you feel like, okay, at one point I want to run my own mining farm, or now you're so comfortable with their hosting that you want to just invest in their hosting facility and expand there? What is your strategy?
Well, obviously we want to continue to work with Stellar, and also we might expand. But we also have our own projects, obviously, so that's also interesting. So we keep track of that as well.
Okay.
But it's always important to have a good mixture of of risk and electricity prices. And with Stellar, we think we found a very good solution. This is giving us really a competitive advantage.
Thank you for the honest feedback. So this was not manipulated in any way, and we have not. I'm meeting you for the first time, right? So there are many times people will give you manipulated feedbacks, but this was a honest feedback. So that's it for this video, and thank you so much for joining in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much again, Konstantin.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Fabian, and I'll see you maybe later.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.